I think the dog wants to come. Do you want to come as well?
Go for it.
Is that what you're after? You're going to be the first dog up Everest. Now you're not helping here, you're right in front of the camera. My name is Kenton Cool. I'm a professional mountain guide, with my USP being climbing Mount Everest, which I have done 17 times, or was it 18 times? I think it's 18 coming up. The number is irrelevant. Dorji, my number one Sherpa, he's just turned 40, he's got 22 summits. It's the journey, which I know is a cliche, but it is the journey. That is why we do it, or why we should do it, rather than a number grabbing reason. The value of climbing for me, I believe, came when I went to Leeds University, and there was this vibrant energy within the climbing club, and it was impossible not to get caught up in it. And of course, the community and the vibe, and it's slightly anarchistic. Climbers don't quite like conforming to rules and regulations. The danger, the adrenaline, the ability to travel. Oh my goodness, it's the near perfect sport. My journey to Everest is unfortunately not massively romantic. 6 months before, I climbed this a new route on Annapurna 3. And I got this telephone call, and it was Jagged Globe, the outdoor company based in Sheffield, and it was Simon Lowe. He said, would you be interested in tail guiding on a trip to Everest? So I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, I do that. And then about 48 hours later, he rings back and said, do you think you could be the lead guide? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I said, but I've never been to 8,000 meters. And he said, but we trust you. And I loved it. I loved working really closely with the Sherpas. I've never used an oxygen delivery system. I've never worn a down suit. It was all new, just the way that the mountain worked. It's like no other mountain in the world. And I've never looked back. I missed 2 years. Luckily, 2014 and 2015, which were the two disaster years, the icefall collapse and then the earthquake. But other than that, I've been there every single year. And a number of times people say to me, wow, you keep going back to Everest, you keep doing the same route, does it not get boring? Why would it get boring? I get to climb an amazing mountain with interesting people who are my clients. And you put on your boots, you can hear the tent fabric like flapping in the wind. You can hear oxygen cylinders being tightened. There's crampons going on, and there's voices, and there's head torches. I mean, it's chaos. To put one foot in front of the other and head away from the sanctuary that is the tent into the unknown, and everything is screaming, don't do it. And I love it. It's like, wow, this is like, it makes you tingle. You can feel alive. Now, I always say to clients, first and foremost, it's got to be safe. We've got to come home. Then it's meant to be fun. And third comes the summit. Enjoy the journey for what it is, because we've only got one shot at life. Certainly as we grow older, we are very good at losing the fun aspect. I know we've got to work, and I know we've got to, we have responsibilities with family and friends and what we do, but when we're grown up as small children, we are out of our comfort zone all the time. Look at a toddler come around a corner and see something new. This is the best thing ever. It blows my mind. What is it? How does it work? What does it do? I was in Pakistan a few years ago. We're tracking up the Bautura, and there's all these mountains that I've seen in books. I've never been there before, seen in books. And almost every corner is like, oh my God, there's Gashwin 4, there's Gashwin 2, there's Trango Tower. It's like, wow, that's epic. Because they are. If someone's never been in the hills before, give it a go. See how wide those eyes open. See the joy when the sun breaks the horizon at dawn. You don't have to climb Everest. You don't even need to go up Mount Tour. Just walk around your local park. Getting outside is one of the most, in my mind, productive things that we can do. It's good for our health, it's good for our fitness, it's good for our mindset. And you never know, if you go without your phone or your device, you might bump into somebody and you start to form a community and a tribe. It doesn't really matter what it is, try something new. get out of your comfort zone and embrace it. You want feeding, don't you? Like there's a whole thing in there. Get your chops around that.